All right, everybody. Man, the defending champs, Toronto Raptors, have made history today, beating the Nets 117-92 by a whopping 25 points in order to put themselves in history of being the first time ever in franchise history of going up 3-0 in any series in their entire existence, actually. You know what I'm saying? First half was close, man. First half was close. 7-point lead. But, come on now, it was all Siakam and Van Fleet in the second half, taking over. Siakam with 26, 5, and 8. Van Fleet with 22, 5, and 5. Kyle Lowry had a slight day, but it was like an off day for him. You know what I'm saying? They playing a team with the Nets. They playing a team like the Nets without Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, it's like an off day for Lowry. You know what I'm saying? He only had 11 points, 7 assists, 10 rebounds. That's pretty solid. That's almost a triple-double, considering he didn't put the ball in the net much, but he did contribute everywhere else, so that's a good thing. Siakam had 26 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. That's pretty solid, seeing how he's averaging around 22 points a game during the season. Van Fleet had 22 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. That's pretty solid for a point/2 who's little, but he's fiery. He started out pretty good, but halftime. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? But halftime, he just took off. I mean, right before halftime, he had the buzzer beater from like 60 feet from half court. He knew it was going in, hand stayed up, so he made it do what it do. But Serge Ibaka, of course, you know, off the bench, Serge Ibaka. Do I do DraftKings or FanDuel? I do, but I do them during the football season. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Anthony Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, boy? You want to get on here and chat it up a little bit about this game? I mean, we do got Denver and Utah coming up. I'll probably do the halftime report for that one or the recap for that one. If y'all want to get in, man, request to get on the live. We can talk about it. We can talk stuff. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of this, you dig, here is to keep it raw but keep it classy, keep the content going. See, I got 3 viewers so far. What's going on to everybody? But back to the game. On the net side of the game, we had Jared Allen. Jared Allen has been a consistent force in the paint for the Nets, but tonight he didn't really apply himself in the bucket. He did apply himself around the bucket, but not in the bucket. He finished the game with 4 points in 33 minutes, which is subpar at best. But he had 3 assists with 17 rebounds and 1 block. 17 rebounds, that's what Allen's known for. He's known to kind of bang in the middle or whatever. Yeah, I know he was 0 for 0, 17 rebounds. Ain't that crazy? Like, that's ridiculous, bro. But then you had Caris LeVert. He had 15 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. That's solid, but I mean, come on now. Without any superstars, like, the Nets are totally depleted. You know what I'm saying? They are totally depleted. They don't have superstar Kevin Durant. They don't have superstar Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? So they had a rebuilding stage. Hopefully, next year they come out with some fire. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 players, they giving you 30 a night at least. You know what I'm saying? And some oohs and ahs. This game lacked the oohs and ahs. It really did. In the second half, Cabarrot was a no-show. He still finished the game with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. That's terrible. What's going on, Cavi, my boy? LeVert needs to shoot the ball at least 25 to 30 times a game to keep them in. He played too passive. Hey, I agree with you. But, I mean, come on now. Toronto, they got one of the best defenses in the league. You know what I'm saying? Especially out east, man. Out east, you know. Come on now. The Nets, they only as good as their players. You know what I'm saying? I was watching ESPN earlier, and Isaiah Thomas did bring up a good point. Shout out Isaiah Thomas. He said that Toronto has a couple 1A players, like, you know what I'm saying, superstar players, good. I mean, I'm sorry, has really one 1A player. Um, but they got a team full of 1B players. You know what I'm saying? Good players, defensive players, players that's out there. Then they got good leadership with Kyle Lowry. They got great leadership coming off the bench with Serge Ibaka, who be sending people stuff. Man, that dude had 22 and 13. You know, he had a double-double off the bench, as he should. He's supposed to be starting, but he's a little older. You know what I'm saying? But kudos to Tyler Johnson, man, coming off the bench for the Nets. You know what I'm saying? He only averaged 6 points a game in the season, but he had over 20 today. He had 23, 3 and 1, 23 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. That's not bad coming off the bench because it looks like he was the best player on the Nets side, and that's somebody coming off the bench. Mind you, at the halftime, I didn't even report about him because his statistics wasn't even, up there. But he had a great second half. Tried to bring them boys back, but it looked like he was the only one scoring. With 23 points, they lost by 25. The biggest thing was the percentages as a team. The Raptors finished the game with 50% from the field, 47% from the three-point line, and 63% from the free throws. Free throws could have been a little better, but, I mean, they won the game by 25, so maybe they had some scrubs, you know what I'm saying, shooting or whatever the case may be. I don't mean to call people scrubs in the NBA because they are who they are. They made it to the league, but, just comparison to the other players. The Nets, on the other hand, they finished the game with a whopping 33% from the field. That's ridiculous. 33% from the field, 31% from the arc, 31% from the arc, but 72% from the free throw. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, they probably made more than a quarter of they points from the free throw line or whatever. But, man, that's the recap. Game 3, Toronto Raptors versus the Brooklyn Nets. Toronto Raptors make history, going 3-0 in the series. I think the next game is on Sunday. Look for a sweep. If the Nets don't bring it, or if the Raptors don't sit their players in the first half or the rest of the second half, then I'm predicting a sweep. Raptors going to the second round of the playoffs. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Again, Toronto Raptors beat Brooklyn Nets 117-92 by a whopping 25 points. Gone.